So you want the fastest way to cure plantar fasciitis. And by cure, do you mean that you want to decrease the pain in your plantar fascia immediately? Or do you want to improve the short and long-term function of your plantar fascia? Relieving pain and improving function are two different things. And specifically for plantar fasciitis, a really quick intervention that you can do to relieve pain is a corticosteroid injection. Now, corticosteroid injections are really effective at relieving pain fast, but there's a price to that. Corticosteroid injections wane over time in regards to their effectiveness in relieving your pain. So if you get multiple corticosteroid injections, each subsequent injection will become less effective each time. And then where do all those corticosteroid injections get us? They get us putting a bandaid over the actual root cause issue of your plantar fasciitis, which could be a multitude of different things. So what is the root cause of your plantar fasciitis? Well, our foot structure, so sometimes if you have a flat foot or a high arch, can lead to plantar fasciitis symptoms. If you're on your feet for long periods of time throughout the day, or if you're running a lot, if you're training for a particular event, or if you're just standing for really long periods of time. Also, being overweight can lead to a lot more weight on your foot, which can lead to plantar fasciitis symptoms. So how can we address the root cause and fix our plantar fasciitis symptoms to improve your long-term function in your foot and get fast, long-lasting pain relief in your plantar fascia? Well, this meta-analysis, which is the highest level of research that we can get in a research paper, states that isolated stretching of your plantar fascia muscle can improve the function of your plantar fascia, relieve plantar fasciitis symptoms, and address the root cause to some of the pain that you're experiencing. And it's also one of the fastest, non-invasive ways to improve your plantar fasciitis pain. And specifically, the study looks at isolated stretching of your plantar fascia muscle versus stretching your calves and versus another therapy called shockwave therapy. It found that the isolated stretching of our plantar fascia muscles was more effective than both of them. So let's check out some isolated stretches we can do for our plantar fascia that can improve our function of our foot. And if you're finding value from this content, check out my link tree in my bio and leave a tip of coffee. It really helps support the channel. So typically with plantar fasciitis, weight bearing can be particularly painful. So our first steps in the morning can be pretty painful. And then sometimes at the end of the day, if you've been on your feet for long periods of time, or just general stiffness throughout the day can cause pain in your foot. So we want to try to do some non-weight bearing stretches to start, just to help alleviate that pain, and then maybe we can progress to some of the weight bearing stretches. So the first stretch we'll do is a seated stretch here. We'll cross our foot. Our plantar fascia muscle is going to be from our heel up to our toes or the base of our toes. And with this particular stretch, you'll just grab the base of your heel and you're going to take your other hand and grab your big toe. And you're going to extend your big toe and some of your other toes as well, and kind of pull with your hand that's extending the toes towards you until you feel a little bit of a stretch in this area of your foot, your plantar fascia. You can hold this for about 30 seconds and then you can relax and you can perform about 3 of those. If there's any pain with that, don't stretch it quite as far. Try to make sure that it's a nice, gentle stretch. And then similarly, you can perform a little bit of a weight-bearing version of that same stretch while you're seated. So I'll show you that here. So what you'll do is with the side that you have pain, you'll place that on the ground and then you're gonna extend your big toe backwards and then you're gonna feel a stretch in the same exact spot in your plantar fascia. And the more that you extend your toe backwards, the deeper the stretch will be in your plantar fascia. You can hold this for about 30 seconds as well, and you can perform that 3 times. That stretch is going to be a little bit more advanced and feel a little bit more intense than the previous stretch. Another stretch that we can try that will be a little bit more progressively weight-bearing in our plantar fascia will be this kneeling stretch. You can grab a pillow, kneel on the pillow, and then you're just going to place your big toes on the ground. And with this stretch, you're also going to be extending through your big toe and weight bearing with gravity through the ground to get that stretch in your plantar fascia. So you're just going to lean back, press into your foot, get that toe extension into your plantar fascia. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in this region. The deeper toe extension that you get, the more intense of a plantar fascia stretch it'll be. Same with this stretch, you can perform about 30-second hold and you can perform about 3 times. And then this would be the final progression of an isolated plantar fascia stretch that would be weight bearing. So for this stretch, you can stand against a wall. You'll press your big toe up against the wall, extend through your big toe, just like we've been doing with all of these stretches. And the further you extend towards your big toe, the deeper the stretch for your plantar fascia. You can drive your knee a little bit closer to the wall. That'll give a progressively deeper stretch. This stretch can also be held for about 30 seconds, performed 3 times, and this would be the most advanced stretch. Again, no pain with any of these stretches. And if you're wondering how to perform a seated soleus push-up, check out this video above, and I'll see you over there.